Hey guys, Mike from Wrestling Then and Now. Thanks so much for checking out these clips from my recent interview with Dawn Marie. It was great catching up with my old friend. To support all things Dawn Marie, her online business, and all her social media, I'm putting one link in the description of all of her videos. So go to the description. That link will take you to her online eBay store. I'll take you to her YouTube channel, her website, her TikTok, her Instagram, her Twitter, all things Dawn Marie, one link, everybody. Please check it out. Let's support our friend Dawn. And thank you all for your support. If you haven't yet, please click subscribe. I got a lot of content coming out. How'd you get along with Sable?
Oh, I love her. She was like one of my best friends on the road. You know, of course, I have nothing but respect. I knew my place. I was fine with it. You know, um, we became very, very, very good friends. Very good friends. We used to travel together sometimes. Um, she's so funny. Yeah, you wouldn't think she is, right? But she really is. And the one funny story I have about Sable, we were traveling and we were lost. We're always lost, right? Because we didn't have GPS back then. We had a map. Down these roads and mountains, and you're waiting to see. Maybe you get to see a sign, so maybe you could find where it is and you figure out where you are. And she had to go to the bathroom so bad. She had to go to the bathroom so bad. And she's like, I gotta go. We gotta stop. I'm like, there's nothing anywhere. It was just fields and fields and fields. Finally, she's like, I don't care, Dawn. You gotta stop. I'm gonna go right here. Sable, right? Most perfect woman. And I'm like, really? She's like, yeah, yeah. I gotta go. I gotta. I can't hold it anymore. I gotta go. I gotta go pee. So all of a sudden, I pull over. She starts peeing. I look up. It's a cemetery. Like, it was like the old school cemetery. So it was like there was some grass, right, where we pulled off, and then it was like the church, a steeple, and then it was like an old cemetery, like sitting back. And I go, oh, Sable. I go,
you're going,
you're
you're going to
pitching
hell.
great right now. Yeah, yeah. So
That's
she was
great.
great. And then she met Brock and he hid her from the world.
Any stories with Brock?
You know, Brock didn't like me because before Rena was there, right? He had told a few people that he wanted to hook up. I was with Chuck at the time, but no one really knew because back then you kept everything secrets.
Chuck.
Columbo.
Oh, I never knew that. I never knew that.
Yeah, yeah. Well, nobody did. They all thought it, but no one knew, because you kept it. Not like now. You got fired for that as a girl back then. And so I was like, oh yeah, no. But even if I was, like, he's not my type, Brock. He's just not my thing. And I guess he was offended. I don't know. So then he just kind of didn't like me, but he wasn't mean or anything. Just nothing. And then Rena came, and they fell in love, and that's wonderful. I'm happy for them. But I think he never wanted me to tell. He was so afraid of me telling her that he wanted to hook up, that he was interested. Well, why would I do that? Nothing ever happened.
Right.
Why would I hurt my friend like that? Like, neither one of us did anything wrong. But for some reason, he wanted me far away from her. I was supposed to go to their wedding. He threw out my invitation. Yeah, I was supposed to go to their wedding. I was supposed to be in the wedding. And Rena called me. She's like, Dawn, you never RSVP. Like, are you coming? I'm like, yeah, I got tickets. What are you talking about? I was like, I didn't get an invitation. I just figured I was coming. And she was like, oh no. And I go, what? She goes, I gave them to Brock to drop off at the post office after she made them all. She goes, I bet you he threw them out. And I was like, that's horrible. Isn't that horrible? That's horrible. And she's like, oh God. She's like, you know, I do want you to come. I go, you know, this is, it's not only your day, it's his day too.
Right.
And I'm not going to show up to his day. He doesn't want me there. That's fine. You know, what am I going to do? But I never talked to her again. I never talked another day after that. No, I lost my friend. But we're not dead yet.
But there's a lot of conversations going on in that house right about now too, with everything going on in the, in the media. You might. Something tells me, Dawn, you might be hearing from her pretty soon. You might.
You know, the first thing I thought when I heard when it was like breaking, he may be involved. I was like, oh, that motherfucker, he's in. I know he's in neck deep because that's just Brock. You know, right. He's a little rough around the edges, right? It's just is who he is. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, yeah, there's fire there at that smoke that you knew.
Right.
Then I was like, oh my God. I said, what years were these? I was like, it was Arena. It's like, that son of a bitch. Like, what? What? She's such a good woman. Like, she's just the nicest person, you know? And she dedicates her whole life. She dedicated her whole life to him. She just disappeared. She went into the mountains, had babies. It makes me not like him more. You know? I don't say I don't like him. I don't have respect. Right. You know, I don't have any anger towards him. It's just sort of like, all right, you throw out my invitation, just kind of weak. You know, you took my friend away from me. Why? Because of whatever. Like, that's stupid. But now it's like she gave up her whole life for him. Like, she had a career, a whole career.
Right.
And she doesn't now. Right. And, you know, does that? Come on. It just goes to show cheating, when you have someone cheat on you, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with you. It's all about them. Here's Rena, the most beautiful woman in the world, right? Gorgeous, inside and out. It doesn't matter. You know, it's just, you're either a cheater or you're not. It has nothing to do with you. So anyone watching, if you had someone cheat on you, don't worry about it. It wasn't you, it was them. They did you a favor.